dream. I like that. Dreams are where you can go when everything else has failed you. It's all in your mind, so why not just have fun? I've had dreams. Lots of dreams. The one I remember so vividly, so deep in my soul. There's a clown in every city, a joker everywhere, because we're not a single person. We're a concept, an idea. You can't. Can you? An idea? Now can you? No! That will make me immortal. They'll never forget my name. You'll never forget my face. You'll obsess and you'll wonder hundreds of years from now what went wrong with society. And you want to know the secret? It's you. You and all the people like you who think you're capable of helping. You don't realize it's too late to help. The damage is done. And everything is falling into madness. You'll see. Oh, you'll see. Give it a few months. Give it another year. It won't even be because of me. It'll be your own hubris that'll be your demise. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun watching you fall.
Share that show.
are entering another internet, an internet not only of bullying and meanness, but of wrath.
Submitted for your approval, the movie.
Blessed Jesse.
I'm completely banned from Facebook, so if you can share on Facebook for me, that's great. I might have to just stop using Facebook, which is fine.
Submitted for your approval, the movie.
Blessed Jesse.
I'm done with drama. I'm done with haters. I'm not going to live in the past anymore. I will make up for my mistakes. I will rise above who I was, and Podawful will sit there obsessing over me while I ignore him. This is the last I have to say about that little man-child.
And it wasn't, of course. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It is the Santa Claus Joker this evening. I hope you guys are bundled up out there. I know it's a cold one, but bear with me, because tonight on the program, we will be talking about, of course, our favorite Harlan APOLOGIZED here, the Santa Claus Joker. You see, an interesting thing has actually happened with the Santa Claus Joker. He made this post saying he was never ever going to talk about me again, and in classic Harlan fashion, he did nothing but talk about me for the entire time ever since then. It's been weeks now. Now, in this video, I wish I could play it for you. I wish I could tell you everything he was saying in there. I obviously screen recorded this, and unfortunately, it didn't record the audio. You see, there's actually a big problem with this. Harlan lost his Twitter account again. But fine, I guess nobody got it downloaded. I didn't manage to capture it, but very clearly there you can see his Twitter account, and he did say he would never ever speak of me again, and then he continued on and on and on, speaking about little old me, Jesse from Pod Awful. Now, I know what you're thinking. Harlan's not the brightest guy. This shouldn't be surprising. And you're right. I mean, ever since he announced that, the impeachment happened, and Harlan doesn't seem to understand what an impeachment is. He seems to think that Donald Trump is no longer president. Here's one of his tweets. He says, "It's almost like government can run without a president," which isn't what's happening right now. He says right here, "Donald Trump has been impeached. Don't let the door hit you on your gigantically enormous ass on the way out," which, one to talk there, Harlan. One to talk, honestly. But anyway, yeah, he's not the brightest guy. I mean, our entire first interaction with him was based on a tweet where he said that Bob Barker was the host of Jeopardy. This whole thing started because the guy couldn't get over the fact that I called him out on something he screwed up, something very easy. So I'm not going to call him out for the impeachment thing. I don't want to do that. In fact, there's a reason I don't want to do that. Johnny, if you could fade the music for me. Thank you so much. You see, there's a reason I don't want to do that. Thank you, Johnny. I don't want to do it because Harlan actually has apologized to me. That's right. It's unbelievable. But Harlan has finally said sorry to me. He's made a long, drawn-out apology to me. It's actually pretty interesting. We're going to play it in the episode for you, but I'm going to give you a little taste here at the top of the show. Just a little taste. A little here. My favorite part of it, really. I'm going to give you my favorite part of the apology. This is amazing. He sent this to me privately. Listen to this.
"You are, in a lot of ways, better than me. And I hope you continue to be better than me. You're good at editing."
Okay, all right, we'll stop right there. Okay, so that's just a little taste. I mean, I'm better than him. What a wonderful way to celebrate this Christmas. I think it's a Christmas miracle. Huh? How about that? And by the way, happy Hanukkah to be here to all 6 million of our Jewish listeners as well. Tonight's the first night of Hanukkah. So happy holidays to one and all. I'm in the Christmas spirit thanks to this kind gesture that Harlan sent to me. Tonight on the show, what we're going to do is we're going to cover everything the Santa Claus penguin has been up to, the Santa Cruz Joker has been up to for these past couple weeks where he's been not talking about me. We're going to get into his amazing apology video. It's an apology video. Oh, wait. Wow. Woo. Hijo. So we're going to get into that as well. We're also going to get into the fact that word kind of got out about Harlan being a pedo guy. Oops, my bad. And a little bit more of Legion of Goon news coming up with an amazing surprise guest on tonight's show. You're not going to believe this. We've got a big name celebrity on tonight's show, okay? You're not going to want to miss this one. Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas to the Santa Cruz Joker. And let's go bully the internet. This is Pod Awful.
Pod Awful TV. Oh, your mother's doing it right. Pod Awful sucks, you faggot. Buzz boy. You scam artist, douchebag. You're the worst. Motherfucker. Give up. You fucking little piece of shit. You're crazy. You're sick of your head. Fucking dweeb. Faggot. Jackass. Pod Awful sucks. You know what? You're not funny. I want to really kick your ass.
My mom doesn't like it when I mention Pod Awful anymore.
Welcome again. Happy Hanukkah to everybody out there. Happy Hanukkah to be here. I really appreciate you coming tonight. I couldn't do this show without you because it would be insane. I mean, who would I be doing it for? It wouldn't make any sense. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying the Goon content. I'm glad you're enjoying Season Infinity. I've been having a great time. As the year wraps up here, I can't believe all the crazy shenanigans we've gotten into. And speaking of those shenanigans, I owe you guys a little something here. I forgot to do it on our last free episode, but it was a Wednesday. Just let's not count that one for now. We do have to do something. We've been doing this thing where every week we're going to reveal some more terrifyingly embarrassing information about one of our goons, one of our biggest goons, Kay's good cooking. Let's get into it.
Well, she's not good at cooking, and she certainly ain't good looking, and wears Iron Maiden t-shirts every day. Her son's a bisexual slob, and I've heard that they shagged their dog. She's Sheffield's greatest cook, and her name is Kay. And if you eat the slop she serves, you're sure to be sick for days.
Ugh. Okay, so if you don't understand what's going on here, we've got this goon, Kay's good cooking. And before we'll get into the Joker stuff in just a bit, don't worry, Santa Claus Joker coming up soon. But I owe this to people because what's happening is we made this show called K Leaks, where I put out an ultimatum. I said, Kay, right now this show is behind the paywall. I've got a bunch of embarrassing, true, absolutely real info from her. Somebody hacked into her Facebook messages. So we got all of her Facebook messages. On the last K Leaks that we leaked out there to the public, it was revealed that Kay is not a fan of the Jewish people. And tonight is Hanukkah, so I will not settle for that on Hanukkah. Okay? Not on Pizza Hanukkah for sure. So I was leaking all this stuff on her, and I'm telling her, if you don't want this information out there, right now it's behind the paywall. If you don't want this info out there, Kay, all you got to do, make a video apologizing to me because you told your fans that I got your channel taken down on YouTube. It's not true. That never happened. So all she has to do is make that apology video. All right, folks. Sorry about that. The computer froze up. I don't know what it is. No big deal. We're back. Anyway, back to oh man, I was just about to. Where is it? Now I don't know where my K-Leaks video is. I had it here in front of me, and now it's gone because of the restart here. Again, no big deal. Are we back? Let me know if we're back. We are back, right? I'm back? I should be back. I'm streaming. It says I'm streaming. Now, what happened to my K-Leaks video? That's weird. It was right here. Oh, boy. And we're back. It says back. That's weird because on my end, it's not it's not playing like it's back. That's weird. All right. So everybody's saying we're back in the chat room. By the way, let's check in with that chat room. We've played the K thing. Let's check in with the chat. Back in black. Nice. I can switch back to my other tabs. Okay. So now I got to find the K-Leaks thing. That disappeared somehow in the shuffle here. I don't know where that went to. So let me pull up the K-Leaks here. So again, I don't know where this thing cut off on me. This is just a problem. There's something wrong with this computer. I spent way too much money on a fucking computer, and now it crashes. It just randomly crashes. There ain't no reason for the crashing. There's nothing I can do about the crashing. Anyway, okay, I've got K-Leaks here. So, again, just in case it missed it, because I don't know what you heard, what you didn't hear, we're going to play the K-Leaks thing every single week. We're going to leak a little bit more of it until Kay apologizes to me, because I can't have her doing this to me. I can't have her lying on me. So if you want this to stop, Kay, all you got to do is make the apology video. It's that simple. Very easy stuff. All right, let's bring this over here. We're going to play. This is straight from the Pizza Fund. This is in the $20 section of the Pizza Fund. If you don't want to wait for every single update every week forever, you can go check this out right now in the $20 level of the Pizza Fund. Let's leak a little bit more K, shall we? Bashing. This is her friend. We'd go out with bats and jump any we saw, but after a few years, we kind of grew up and realized that was wrong, so we just beat the gays up instead. Funny how life turns out, and I'm now buying a transgender puppy. I'm so excited. Okay, so keep in mind, by the way, that this is all going to be written in stupid British. And when I say stupid British, that's worse than regular British. This is British being spoken by an actual retarded person, okay? So I will try my best to translate for you. Some of the words here, you're just going to have to roll with them. Be cautioned. Be forewarned on all of this, all right? How old is Kay anyway? Like 50? She's like 54, 55, I think, maybe. I have no idea what to expect now. Fucking Northerners, says Zephod. Yes, this is very Northern. All right, let's see what they have to say. So this is Kay responding.
You was a little bugger then, mind you. I probably would have done the same, but not the gay. I don't know why I'm reading it like she's a witch. I haven't done my K in a while. Hi, people, and I'm back cooking again. I probably would have done the same, but not the gays. I got gay friends, and I adopted a sister who was gay. Bet you are excited. Kay did not go to jail for GBH. GBH is grievous bodily harm. She says, I'm not a lesbian. I started the rumor I was jailed for GBH, so she made that up. Kay hated being a lollipop lady. Remember, her big job before Kay's Good Cooking was that she was a lollipop lady, which is what dumb British people call being a crossing guard. They call that being a lollipop lady. I don't know. That's what you get for being from the land of make-believe, I guess. Hated it. Hated kids. Hated boss. Hated everything. It was only Matthew and Carl that kept me there for 19 years. If they hadn't been around, I would have gone earlier. Kay's cooking is genuinely bad. Do you ever do meals bad on purpose to get more views, or are they all genuine mistakes? And she replies, genuine mistakes. Yes, Kelsey, I know the song. Okay, there you go. So Kay knows that her meals are all genuine mistakes. Now, that might not sound like a lot, although it's pretty big that she admitted she lied about being jailed for grievous bodily harm. But right there in her own words, she admits that that was a lie, so that's pretty cool. But again, the big thing with K-Leaks is they get worse as it goes. It started with her hating Jews and thinking they eat dogs. It ends with Lee having a sexting session, okay? So if you want to see it, $20 section of the Pizza Fund, or just wait a while. We'll get there eventually if Kay doesn't apologize to me. All right, let's get into the real star of the show tonight, the Santa Claus Joker.
You all think you know me, that you understand me, that you comprehend me, but you have no idea what I am, what kind of demon you're dealing with.
He's the one and only Joker of Santa Cruz. He loves the hydro and he loves the booze. A madcap with Mundo notoriety, hating on the homeless because we live in a society. The Santa Cruz Joker, he's a midday toker, a whiny little bitch and ain't nobody woker. A karaoke legend, he's locally notorious. He's basically as far as you can get from meritorious.
Wow, thank you, Zephon, for that amazing theme. Okay, so Santa Claus Joker, he vowed to never, ever speak of me again. And what did he do immediately after making that promise? Well, he came right back to the internet, and he has done nothing but speak about me. As a matter of fact, it's so easy. It's so easy to show that. Here's what I can do. Okay, so I've gone right now to the Santa Cruz Joker's Facebook page. It's called The Joker Addresses Santa Cruz. Very wordy. I don't know why you went with that, Harlan. But here's his page, and this is like a couple, maybe a day after he made this big declaration that he's never going to talk about me again. This is what he posted. Okay, man, I don't have a lot more of these in me before the Christmas spirit is completely gone on this one. Ooh, boy. Oh, this computer costs so much fucking money, and I can't believe this is happening. Fine. Been fine for days. Was fine for days. Everything was fine. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's causing it. If somebody is a fucking computer expert out there and wants to help me out, try to figure out what the fuck is happening here, I'm pretty sure it's a graphics card issue. Shouldn't be. $5,000 computer shouldn't be. But I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here. So I'm going to try to show you guys what's happening on this page here. But I have a feeling the second I try to put it on screen, because both times this happened, it's when I went to go put this on screen here, I feel like I'm going to get another problem happening here. So let's try it. Let's see what happens. Okay, so there it is. Now let's see if I can blow this up so you can read it. Here's Harlan, Santa Cruz Joker, Santa Claus Joker. He says, Jesse Podawful. There it is, giant letters. This is like a day later. And this is what he's saying. Jesse Podawful, I know you because I was once like you. Okay, Harlan. Interesting you say that. Because remember, last time we talked about Santa Cruz Joker, he was saying I was a pedo. In fact, right before this, he said, Jesse P. Smith, he thinks that's my name, the P stands for pedo, pedo awful, biggest coward on the web. So anyway, he was once like me. He says, you're so afraid of people realizing the piece of trash, but you have become that. You've deflected onto other people to try to make yourself feel better, but I'm no longer afraid of my past or the terrible person that I used to be, and I sincerely hope that you will one day realize the potential that you have to actually do good in the world and leave behind this futile attempt of bullying the internet. Futile attempt, guys. I'm not doing a very good job. By the way, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. If you'd like to take a sip at home along with me. Daddy needs his medicine right now, or he's going to lose his fucking mind. So he's immediately addressing me. I mean, just the second he says he's not going to talk about me, he's immediately addressing me. And of course, he's got to. If you look here, he's having to address one of our listeners, Plank. There's Plank right there. He's got to address me because a little post wound up on the Santa Cruz Joker's least favorite website, Reddit, Cringetopia on Reddit. Take a look at this. He does not like Reddit, and nor should he, because everyone on there thinks of him as one of the biggest goons on the internet. And this post just showed up. It says, it's got, by the way, 983 upvotes. Pretty good. It says, today I learned popular cringe lord, the Santa Cruz Joker, has apparently been arrested for being a pedo guy, which that sounds familiar. And here's his mugshot. So remember, I told you, get it out there. He's a pedo guy. Let the boys know to come and get him. Come get him, boys. And the comments, they're losing it on this. Oh my God, sounds about right. Someone says, you get what you fucking deserve. Somebody says, I think we all expected this to happen. Let's be honest. What a piece of trash. This is a new low for the jokers of the world. One of the Earth's many jokers. Not surprised. Damn it, Dale. I'm the Joker, baby. The real Santa Cruz Joker will be pleased to know that this fraud's name is being tarnished even more. So they're talking about me, I guess. Again, I have abdicated the throne of being the real Santa Cruz Joker. I don't want to be associated with this guy. Can you blame me? So, of course, Harlan starts losing his mind over this. He's being accused of being a pedo guy after spending a few days accusing me of being a pedo guy. What are they saying in the chat room? He's so ugly in the old thumbnail you put him in. Bum, get him, coys. Late tune in, happy to be here. Thank you for joining us, Danger Dave. Danger Dave, we got a lot of technical issues tonight. If the stream pauses for you, just give it a second. I'll try to be back. If I'm not absolutely screaming and breaking my computer, I'll be back. Okay, I absolutely do not regret mocking you for suggesting I buy a gaming rig. That's the gayest suggestion I've ever heard, and it probably wouldn't fucking work either. The reason this shit is happening is because I try to do too much, okay? Just say thank you and let it be done, all right? Just say thank you for everything that I put into this and let it be done, all right? That's it. There shouldn't be this issue. It's not. It's just something is fucked up. That's all that's happening here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a second. I'm just going to read the chat for a minute here. I've opened one less program this time. I've got less applications running. I just got to see what's going to happen here because I can't let this keep happening. It's a nightmare. This is the worst it has ever been. I've never seen this happening. I've had the computer on for some time. I restarted it before the show started tonight. There's no reasoning for this. A gaming rig, though. Honestly. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Why is everybody saying thank you? What did I do? Is it because I came back? Because I bothered coming back? I mean, at this point, like, why not? I'll just keep doing it all night long. I'm wondering if I just sit here and didn't do anything, if that's going to happen. Because that time it happened in the middle of nothing going on. The other two times it was when I was like blowing up an image or something, so I could go, okay, the graphics card couldn't handle that, I guess. Something happened. I don't know. I don't know. Here's what I can tell you. I'm going to be dragging this fucking computer into a goddamn store real soon, and I'm going to be screaming like a white woman for the fucking manager until I got something new in my hands. Ooh, boy. Oh, I'm mad. Harlan is brimming over with Cringe-mas spirit. You know, there's too much Cringe-mas spirit going on right now, and it is very much affecting the show tonight. With most new Macs, they have the Thunderbolt option. An external GPU could add more graphic power to an existing setup. Yeah, it could. I could do that. Here's the problem with that idea, though, is there's something fucking wrong with the computer, and so, okay, I add an external. It's still probably going to fuck up. This shouldn't be happening anyway. Again, I'm not spending more money. It's $5,000 for this fucking piece of shit. This shouldn't be happening. I don't need to be buying peripherals. Okay? Haha, you said you wanted to be thanked. Did you forget? Oh. Oh, yes, I did forget. I did say that, didn't I? I didn't think anybody would actually do it. You know, I just say things. I don't expect people to actually do them. Thank you, Jesse, says James. Put instructions for uninstalling, reinstalling GPU drivers above. GPU drivers fuck up all the time. You know, I think I've done that and that didn't do anything. Release the Hounds of World War. I won't be able, I didn't see your instructions, by the way. Anywhere above, I won't be seeing that. That's lost in the chat now. Mr. Burger's Christmas computer. Okay, so I'm just gonna sit here for a second, guys. It's just part of our Christmas miracle tonight. We're just gonna sit here for a second and talk to each other, just enjoy each other's company while we've got Harlan's pedo guy mugshot above my shoulder here. And I just want to see if it just fucking dies again on me. It freezes up. Everything just completely freezes. And it'll sit there frozen forever. I don't get the spinning beach ball. I don't get any warning. It's just everything's frozen. That's it. Get the iMac 6 million. Yeah, I might need that. What about those screens with the falling snow screenshots? Those are, that's a different computer running that. It's a completely different setup for over there. So, thanks. Should I try switching the camera? What do you guys think? If I switch the camera, does the whole show go down? Let's find out. Let's find out if I should be Revenge of the Sissing all of this and we just have one static shot the entire time. I wonder what would happen if I even... hang on a second. Let me just try this. It's not quite set up anymore for that. All right. So there you go. There's something. There's something. All right. Well, happy Hanukkah. Thank you so much. Have you tried punching it? Oh, yeah. I've tried punching it. I've very much tried punching it. Mr. Freeze versus the Joker. The comment of the night, Seth Toxico in the chat there. Mr. Freeze versus the Joker. I mean, I don't know how we're going to top that one, but I'd like to see you guys try. His race car chair is too fast for this computer. Have you tried a slower chair, Jesse? You know, I should think about that. Not the ones in Doctor Who. Wait, not the what? Cool computer Christmas special, Jesse. Thank you, good sir. Yeah, thanks. Film yourself going into the Apple store. I might have to. I mean, it's going to be bad. It's going to be real. You're going to hear a lot of this. Here's what you're going to hear a lot of. Is it illegal? Is it impossible? Then do it! There's going to be a lot of that going on. I can see it now. If I can't walk in, by the way, here's the other thing. You guys might not realize this. But I'm going to chance a camera change here. Uh-oh. Ooh, a little slow on the camera change. This is my iMac right here. This one right here. And as you can see, it's on an articulating desk-mounted arm. And here's the thing. If I take it in, I ain't putting it back on the stand, okay? I'm going to be taking it in as just a screen, and that's going to be for them to deal with. That's their problem then. They got to be careful with it. I'm not putting it back on the stand for this. Do you know how many fucking screws you got to do? It's like 15 screws to get the stand off of this thing. So I'm not putting that stand back on there. That's number one. Ain't no fucking chance of that ever happening. Number two, I take this thing in. I go, fix it. If they don't immediately just go, yes, sir, we're fixing it. Or here's a new one. Here's a brand new one. Ooh, man. Ooh, I'm going to be break. break. So many things are going to be broken in that fucking store. It's going to be a bloodbath. Ooh, a nightmare. Man. All right, so far, haven't frozen. Been sitting here a while now, haven't frozen, right? I'm not even recording the audio version of this anymore. It's no point. It doesn't save when the computer fucking freezes. So I got rid of that. Christ, cable management. The cables are not done. This is not done yet. You think I mean to have a giant TV sitting 2 feet in front of me here? The cables are not done yet, okay? This is not... Give it a break, all right? By the way, to some degree... That's kind of the aesthetic here. I don't know if you've noticed this thing, but the cable management. Oy vey. Hire a guy. What do you guys think? Should I take it to the Apple store, or should I? Well, I've got Apple Care. I guess I got to take it to the Apple store, right? They're the only ones who are going to give me a new one if that's going to happen. I'm going to be mad if they give me a new one though, and I don't. And if it has the same fucking problem, ooh, boy. If you do try to get a new one, make sure it's actually new. They'll try to give you a refurbished one. I know. Trust me, I will be doing a lot of screaming. Hey, thanks, Jesse, says Patrick. Hey, no problem, buddy. Dark Future should have more wires. This is all about wires, guys. We're kind of wire guys here. I like the snowy window, like this was a cooking special. I'm not sure. Okay. Well, Apple first, or they'll say it's out of warranty if it's been worked on. Yeah. Please, no more screens. No, I actually need a few more screens. I mean, you want to know what's really causing it? I know what's causing it. It's all these fucking screens. 1, 2, 3, 4, and of course, 5 screens are connected to this iMac, but it's a $5,000 iMac. It should be able to handle that, okay? It's got 4 slots. It should be able to handle 4, but this happens when I've got 3 connected to it, all right? So if it can't even handle 3 and it's got 4 slots, what am I supposed to do? All right, I'm going to try to talk about this guy. If Mr. Freeze shows up again. Okay. All right. Not frozen so far. Okay. So, I don't even know where we left off now. Anyway, Harlan, he got mad. He's a pedo guy. It's all over Reddit that he's a pedo guy. He never stopped talking about me after that. I got to scroll all the way down now again to get to the stuff we were looking at before. So, where's Plank? Okay, there we go. So that was the last thing we saw. He's talking to my listener, Plank, over there. He can't stop talking about me. Here's another one. A post on Reddit is not evidence. There is no police report. I am not on a sex offenders watch list, he says. And I went to jail for shoplifting. And literally every one of these people uses the words pedo guy. So he's heard of himself being a pedo guy. He knows he's a pedo guy now, which I think is pretty impressive. I really like that. What else? I don't know what this one is. I don't think this is about him being a pedo guy. It's not specifically about me, but you know. Oh, here we go. Here's one. It says, all right, I'm going to try to bring this up on camera here. Wish me luck, guys. Okay, here we go. It says, okay, oh baby, people are coming to me to spill all the dirt on Pod Awful. Make sure to leave a haha react. Jesse, you pathetic little fucking bitch. So apparently people are spilling the dirt on me. And the dirt they're spilling, what is it? Well, according to Harlan here, it says, I love that this guy who Pod Awful idolizes is now talking shit about him and calling him an autistic weirdo. Here's what happened. He's talking about Nick Mullen. Now, you guys know I idolize Nick Mullen. Oh, my God. My idol. You know I'm the type of guy who idolizes people. And, of course, if I was going to pick one person to idolize, it would be my fucking handyman, Nick Mullen. For those who don't know, Nick Mullen of the podcast Come Town came to my house when I lived in Brooklyn, and he did some work for me, okay? He cut some wood for me. And ever since, I've been calling him my handyman on the show because it was very strange. This is a fairly well-known guy on a very popular podcast, and out of the blue, he came over to my house, and he just did some woodworking for me. We did not know each other. I mean, we had talked to each other on the internet before, but we were not friends or anything like that. So I jokingly refer to him as my handyman, just because it's a very funny thing to just put somebody who is technically at a higher status level than I am in a lower status. Obvious joke-telling structure here, right? And apparently somebody informed Nick that I've been calling him my handyman all this time, and Nick got very mad at that. So he made this rant about how I should have paid him for this favor he did for me, and I should have at least bought him pizza, which I would have been happy to do if I had known that's what he wanted. He never said that. If I had known that's what he wanted, I would have been happy to have done it. The problem is he never said anything the entire time he was in my house. It was fucking bizarre, man. So a guy I don't know shows up because I made a post on Facebook asking any of my Facebook friends if they had power tools and could help me out with something. He's the only person who responded, a complete stranger. Within 15 to 20 minutes, he showed up at my doorstep carrying a big bag of power tools, wearing these sort of these grandma glasses that had a glasses chain on the back, you know, doing that sort of autistic, like looking up at you this way through the glasses, through the right part of the glasses, so we can see. Again, nice guy, did me a nice favor, but I was clearly asking for a favor on Facebook. I was not offering to pay somebody to help me. I needed a favor done, and I was asking my friends. He just happened to be on my friends list, and he's the guy who came over. I kind of thought it would be my friend Tom, my old roommate Tom. I knew he had power tools, so I kind of, in my head, I was like, Tom will come do it. He's a nice guy. He didn't respond. Nick Mullen shows up, and the entire time he was there, he didn't talk. It was so fucking awkward. And a couple times I tried to break the silence, like, so, man, yeah, hey, how's it going? You know, small talk stuff, just normal. So how was it a long walk? I hope I didn't inconvenience you too. He's like, nah. So where do you want this cut? Answered in these little clipped phrases and stuff. Now he's claiming that I was bringing up SJWs and stuff to him and feminists. That's not true. And I know why he's claiming that. He's claiming that because somebody shared a video with him where I was talking to Mersh on the show, Mersh from Revenge of the Sis. And in that episode, we were talking about that gay wonk thing, that guy who tried to get Steven Crowder taken off of YouTube. And so it looked very, alt-righty, you know, shitlordy kind of stuff on that episode. So he took one look at that and he was like, well, I got to hit this guy back. He called me his handyman. And he made up this thing about me bringing up SJ. Not true. The only conversation we had the entire time he was in my house, this is true, at the very end of it, at the very end of all this, me trying to be nice and everything, he said, so how do you make money? How much money do you make? You know, perfectly normal, not autistic thing to say to another human being, just out of nowhere. Haven't been talking the entire time. It's only like 15 minutes of him being there. He was there for about 15 minutes. You know, it was a very short amount of time. And he thinks I'm going to take him out to pizza after that. We stand there in silence while he just stares at me through his glasses, holding a bag of power tools. I got to watch him eat a slice of pizza. I'm going to walk with him down to the pizza place to buy him a slice. I mean, what kind of world is that? And then he's just going to stand there and go, how much money you make? Come Town. Funny show. Still listen to it. I don't look up to Nick Mullen, okay? He's AU gold. I mean, he's what I make fun of on this show. I didn't know he'd be so sensitive. Nick, I'm so sorry. I owe you a slice of pizza. Hit me up. I'm willing to buy you the pizza now if it makes you feel better, buddy. But boy, howdy. This guy, I mean, he got real mad. What did he say? He said, and I brought up the iTunes guy. This is the other claim he made, that I brought up that I know the iTunes guy. Like I was trying to act like a bigwig. That is not what happened. He asked me how I make money, because clearly it's my podcast. He had never heard of it, but he's now helping me build a podcast studio. So I must have some money. I understand why he asked it. So he said, how do you make money? I said, Patreon. I was still on Patreon at the time. No, actually, was I? I might have been kicked off at that point. I said Patreon. And I was still on at the time. I said Patreon. He said, yeah. Patreon. We're going to do that. Cumtown wasn't on Patreon yet at the time. And so, so I said, honestly, Patreon or something like that is the way to go. You want to be fan funded. Don't do advertisements. He said, do you have ads on your show? I said, I have had them. I had one recently on my show for Casper mattresses, but ads are shitty. You can make decent money off them. You can make a ton of money off of ads, but it's a shitty thing to do to your audience. This is what I literally told him. Don't do the ads. He goes, how do you get ads? I said, you just contact listen to other podcasts. Who do they advertise? Contact the company. Tell them how many downloads you get. They'll work out a deal with you, how much they're willing to spend on ads on your show. It's pretty easy to do. So he asked me how to do that. He said, well, how many downloads do you get? And I told him, and he was like, well, he asked me, how do I have this audience? He'd never heard of my show. How do I have a decent sized audience? And what I told him was, well, I've been doing it for a long time. It's 10 years of Pod Awful now. This was 3 years ago. I've been doing it for a long time. I started before most comedians started their really shitty podcasts. I told him, look, I like yours, but I can't stand other comedians' podcasts. And so I started kind of early. I got my foot in there, and I was one of the iTunes Top 100 podcasts for a little while at one point. And he said, well, how do you do that? He kept asking me, how do you do that? I said, well, to be honest, I asked a guy at iTunes, or it was actually a lady. I said, I asked a lady at iTunes. I emailed a lady who worked at iTunes and said, listen, I've been doing a show for a while. I get a decent number of downloads. Can I be featured in one of your banners? That's how you used to get featured on iTunes. Maybe it still is. I don't know. I don't bother trying anymore. But I got featured on there. So I don't know the iTunes guy. I never claimed that. Now, I don't take offense to his posts on this. He made these posts saying these things. He was trying to make me mad because I've been saying a mean thing, calling him my handyman this whole time. I can read this and I can clearly see this is exactly how he would come back at somebody to try to be mean. Harlan took it seriously. Harlan thinks it's 100% real. And and Harlan thinks that he's my idol. Nick Mullen, my handyman, my idol. Don't think so. Okay, I'm good. He knows the iTunes guy. That's a big-ass mic. What's a big-ass mic? This isn't a big mic. This is a normal-sized mic. If you weren't presented with an invoice, you have no obligation to pay. Wait, what are you talking about? What are we talking about in the chat room here? Jesse is an Illuminati lizard person. That's how he has so many downloads. That might be true. Cannot confirm nor deny. Pizza Treon. If I ever hang out with Jesse and he doesn't get me pizza, I'm going to be pissed. I mean, this was before the Pizza Fund was the Pizza Fund. I mean, this is when we had Patreon and we called that the Pizza Fund. So, again, if he had said to me, hey, man, do you mind, I came over, spent my time, could you loan me a couple bucks? I would have done it. I mean, back then he wasn't a podcast millionaire. I would have done it. If he asked me to go buy him pizza, I would have done it. It would have been, it never occurred to me. It never occurred to me, go buy this guy some pizza. It was the most awkward thing. I walked him to the front door. He never acted like he was expecting anything. I walked him all the way to the front door. Again, I was trying to make conversation. I was trying to be friendly. I thought we're both through podcasts. Maybe one of us could go on the other one's podcast at some time. I kind of did a little bit of that networking thing that I hate fucking doing. But he was just like, yeah, okay. Yeah, no problem, man. All right, thanks. How much money do you make, by the way? Yeah, okay. And how do you do that? How do you get advertised? So he asked me how to get advertised. I told him I'm the reason Cumtown has advertisers, okay? I also would like to claim that I'm the reason they have a Patreon. But anyway, that is what this is all about. Santa Cruz Joker thinks he won one over on me because Nick Mullen said a mean thing about me. I don't know if you noticed, my whole thing is about burning bridges on the internet. I don't really care. Okay, thanks, handyman Nick. I got you to work for free. I mean, who's the loser in this situation? I got a studio built by a guy who had more downloads on a podcast than me. I don't think I'm losing on that one. Here's a great one. Now, this is good. The Santa Cruz Joker shared an image that he's claiming is me. He says, actual photo of Pod Awful, some ugly guy with long hair. It says, feminism has truly made women nothing but whores. Look at me, blonde hair, blue eyes, pure perfect genetics, and I get no girls because women have become entitled. No more feminism. I think you're projecting there a little bit, Harlan, getting no girls. We proved on this show that Harlan was lying about having a girlfriend. Meanwhile, I've had my girlfriend on the show. I got nothing to prove here when it comes to getting girls. I mean, it's just sad and pathetic. And he just goes on and on and on when it comes to talking about me. I mean, here's another one. Jesse, I know this is you. You keep using the same profile picture. He's talking about the blessed Jesse profile picture that most of our users use, and this is why I tell you to do it, because then the goons think everybody on the internet is me. It's a really great little trick there. I do recommend using the Blessed Jesse profile picture, but he'll claim that that's me all day. It's not me. Never been me. I always try to use my name or some approximation thereof on the internet. You know, I don't like to hide who I am. I'm trying to bully you on the internet. It got so bad, though, for poor Harlan, especially after becoming a pedo guy, getting caught being a pedo guy. He took down his entire YouTube channel. Remember last time I told you guys, subscribe to him on YouTube. We were trying to get him over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube because he said he'd start a podcast once he got over 1,000. Well, of course, we made that goal happen. And the second that happened, he decided, time to take down my YouTube channel. So the YouTube went away. I don't want that. I want him to make that podcast. I think he was using it as an excuse to not have to make the podcast. Now, he has since brought back his YouTube channel, but I do just want to point this out, Harlan, because I know you're watching. Don't think you can ever hide your videos from us, okay? I want you to take a look. This isn't even me. I didn't do this. Take a look at this. One of the listeners has been archiving every single video the Santa Cruz Joker uploads, okay? Here's everything he could find at the time. There's probably more by now. I mean, my listeners are fucking nuts, dude. Don't even try to hide your shit from us. You can't do it. It's just impossible. We will find anything you try to upload. Here's a tweet from him. He says, by the end of the year, now this is pretty cool. I like this. By the end of the year, the nonsense between me and Pod Awful will be over, he says. He does so much deflecting and is such a hypocrite. It's really rather boring. We love when they say it's boring, because when it's boring, that means we won. That excuse, it's the girliest excuse why you don't want to fight anymore. When somebody else has won the argument, you have to go to, this is boring to me. I haven't even been talking to the guy for 2 weeks. We didn't do a show in that time, and he's talking about me constantly, but I'm boring. He says, after all this time, I just feel bad for the guy. He acts like he's so great, yet continuously obsesses over me. And then he posts the gif of the Joker shooting that talk show host guy. So I guess the implication there is he's going to kill me. Good luck, Harlan. I mean, honestly, try it. And of course, during that time, he also lost that Twitter account. That Twitter account went down. It's now gone. He's on a new one again. And the first order of business when he started his new Twitter account, well, he had to block me. That was the first thing he had to do. But I guess Harlan had a little change of heart. I think he's thinking other things about me. He's had some time to think about it. The end of the year is coming, New Year's resolutions, things like that. The Christmas spirit has overtaken Harlan. And the nice thing about the Santa Cruz Joker is not only is he big, fat, and jolly, but he can turn over a new leaf. He's given me a gift, and that gift is an apology. I'm going to play that apology for you right after this.
We're live
Sunday,
Wednesday, and Friday,
8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern
At podawful.tv.
At podawful.tv.
And all I can say is I thank Dad for making me strong.
Join our cult on Facebook. podawful.com/cult. podawful.pizza.
All right. Luckily, somehow the computer survived all of that. Join that pizza fund. You want me to be able to get a brand new computer so this shit stops happening? Join that pizza fund. We don't run ads on this show, unlike Nick Mullen and Cumtown. One of the biggest podcast Patreons there is. They're still running 2 ads in every fucking show, taking up like half the goddamn show. We don't do that over here at Pod Awful. No ads, no sponsors, no Patreon. We built our own. Podawful.pizza. You get many different levels to choose from, starting at $1. Every single level giving you immediate access to thousands of millions and hours and years worth of content, brand new stuff every week, a premium episode every single Wednesday. Friday nights, we've got a brand new show called The Weekly Sacrifice that we've been doing. The most recent one was just posted today in there. So go check that out, podawful.pizza. Support our show. Let's get to the apology. It's time for the Joker to apologize to me. This is real. He sent me this video. This is his apology. All right, let's take a look. Hopefully the computer doesn't fucking crash.
Listen. Okay, I'm going to try to be as real as possible with you. Right?
That's him in the corner there.
I don't think you should stop making YouTube videos, or that your channel should be deleted, or that you are horrendously terrible people. No, actually, you are, in a lot of ways, better than me. And I hope you continue to be better than me.
Okay, so far, 100% agree. I am better than you. I do thank you for saying that I shouldn't quit doing the YouTube channel or get deleted. I do have a problem, though, that you sent this video to me using this disgusting background you've got of Harley Quinn bent over showing her asshole. That part's a problem for me, but I'm appreciating the message so far. So, thank you. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas to you.
You're good at editing. You're great at editing. You guys have really well-edited videos.
Thank you.
I don't. I suck at editing. I hate doing it. It's so tedious and boring, and the apps always crash. You guys are funny.
Oh.
I mean, I'm funny in my own way, but...
We're funny. Okay, so he finally admits we're not boring. We are funny. Nice. Thank you. Can we give a big hand in the chat room for Harlan for it takes a big man to admit when he was wrong. I believe him on all of this stuff. I honestly think he's trying to turn over a new leaf. So a round of applause to Harlan for being the bigger man and for finally trying to end all of this. Of course, I started all of this by trying to be a fan of his, by trying to like him, bring him on the show as a guest. And I think this really takes guts to do what he's doing here. I actually like him a lot now.
You know, I have gone a little extreme at times.
Big
and maybe I'll take this 2 weeks to really define what I do with my channel, rather than just anything that comes to my head.
So he's bringing back.
You know, I was
going
to do a video about how gaming is for every. I saw like this 60-year-old black guy on the bus playing video games on his phone. And
James in the chat says, I've always liked the Santa Cruz Joker. This all came from just a big misunderstanding. Guys, this has all been a big misunderstanding, okay? The pedo guy thing, a big misunderstanding. Him calling me a pedophile, a big misunderstanding. You know, I mean, these are all... Is he a pedo guy? I mean, he might actually be, but still a big misunderstanding. Let's hear him out.
Having a blast, like, yeah. I'm like, video games are for everyone. What's what these old people say? Oh, video games are for children.
I don't know. He just goes off on a tangent about video games here, but fine, that's fine. Somebody asked, would you consider Harlan your goon of the year? 100%. Oh, yeah. No, for sure. I mean, Santa Cruz Joker, Santa Claus Joker, Santa Cruz Penguin, whatever you want to call him, I would say he's this year's Rufio Phoenix easily.
Like, I want to, try and bring people together more rather than separate and divide. Maybe I should cut back on my use of the N-word. I thought of that myself.
He admits it. Maybe I should cut back on my use of the N-word. So there he is, right there. He's saying, I use it a lot. Maybe I shouldn't. Now, he doesn't bring up Donald Trump, nothing like that. So he's admitting it. This is gutsy, man. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Like, this took balls, and I deeply appreciate this.
And yes, in the end, I'm not a good person. I'm not healthy.
Oh, my God. So he says he's not healthy. So he's admitting that he's fat. He's finally saying, I'm overweight, okay? Am I 220? Probably not. I'm probably much heavier, closer to 300. We've seen the photos of you, Harlan. It doesn't make sense to keep saying you're 220. You only need to lose 60 pounds. It just doesn't add up. So he's saying, I'm unhealthy. I've got problems.
And I'm not a good person. I'm not healthy. I'm not okay. I haven't been for a very long time.
Wow. Struggle, man.
I don't know what it's like to be happy.
It's a struggle.
I don't know what it's like to be okay. And that's my own personal issue. I don't want a war. I don't want drama. I'm glad that we got this all out. And we're done with this, you know?
Me too, man.
Let's just,
100%.
Let's just try to ignore each other. I mean, even 5 years down the line, this will become a faded memory.
Wow, so he's thinking about the future. He's saying this will all be water under the bridge very soon.
That's how the internet works.
That's how the internet works, he says. I mean, incredible. Incredible stuff. That's amazing. I love it. He admits the N-word stuff. He admits that I'm funny. He says that he wants me to keep going. He admits that he's got a problem. He admits he's fat even in this. He says it's all water under the bridge. He says he doesn't want a war. He wants this all to be over. And I would be fine with that, Harlan. 100% I would be. There's just one problem. You know, I started letting people know you're a pedo guy because, well, you kept calling me a pedophile online with literally no evidence. In fact, on the Facebook thing I was just showing these guys, you said there's tons of screenshots and evidence of me being a pedophile, but you never shared any of that. And that's a pretty big fucking charge to level against somebody with just no evidence. I mean, we had plenty of evidence when it came to you being a pedo guy, but me being a pedophile, I didn't see any evidence. And I know where it all came from. It came from the Santa Claus Joker's best friend, his new friend, part of the Legion of Goon, a lady that we've been calling Two-Face. Now, Two-Face, I said on the last show where we talked about her that I said that we'd call her Two-Face only. We wouldn't use her real name anymore. She seemed pretty mad that we were using her real name. But I got to be honest, she hasn't stopped with this pedophile shit either. As a matter of fact, she's now paying Facebook to sponsor a post saying that I'm a pedophile. People are seeing this come up in their sponsored ad on Facebook that I'm a pedophile. And Facebook is allowing this. And they are not taking it down. Oh, no, they're not taking it down. This woman Two-Face has lost her goddamn marbles. Both halves of her brain are the evil halves for sure. She doesn't even bother flipping a coin. It's all melted inside her head. It's soup in there. Okay? I can prove to you she is completely sick in the head when it comes to me. She made a video singing a little song at me, and it's terrifying. Now, I had a problem again. Unfortunately, when I screen recorded this, it cut out the audio after like 1 second of playing the audio, but that's fine anyway because I can't play music on YouTube here anyway. So just take a look at this. You'll hear the very first part and then just watch her sing. This is, by the way, let me just say this before I play it. I said we're only going to call her Two-Face. Well, fuck that. Fuck you, especially after what I found out about you, Katie Lynn Donahue of Emmett, Idaho. Make sure you watch out if you're in Emmett, Idaho, because Katie Lynn Donahue, turns out maybe she's projecting a little bit too. I'll share with you why that might be in just a second here, but let's take a look at this.
Inside me, I see your face.
I see your face, so we belong to the night, we belong to each other. That's what she's singing here, okay? Look at it. Look at her creepy little smile at the camera. And I know this was directed at me. I mean, she made it very clear that this was directed at me. This is terrifying. And, look, I mean, this face, talking about seeing a face, this is a haint. This is a haunt. Imagine waking up to this melted goo woman, and she is threatening me with her looks. She's literally sort of doing a try me. That's what she's doing. A try me look at the camera. It's terrifying stuff. I wish I had the audio for you, but I don't. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hang on. Let me pause. Look at that. So this is from any Blumhouse film. I mean, what is the difference between this and Insidious? There's nothing. You couldn't find a difference between these things. Look at that. She's laughing. She's cackling. At the end of this, she cackles like a witch. It's terrifying. Ugh. So there you go. That's the video, okay? I mean, honestly, horrifying. Truly terrifying. What are you saying in the chat room? Oh, dear God. Is this ass face from Preacher? Jigsaw face? I bet she's a scab farmer. The hills have eyes. That chin. Yes, she has a horrific chin. Her chin might be one of her worst features, and that's on a woman who's melting. Now, let's take a look at this. I posted this to Facebook after I discovered this. This is terrifying. Katie, it turns out, again, is projecting a little bit here because Katie is actually a serial child rapist. Look at this. Disgusting. Sometimes I can't believe our legal system. Apparently, Katie Lynn Donahue of Idaho, again, that's Emmett, Idaho, was set free recently despite the fact she was in prison for serial raping babies. Over a dozen infants sexually assaulted, some to death. It was so bad, one of the victim's parents splashed her with acid at the trial and melted her face. Sickening. What an awful woman. She should be behind bars permanently. And as you can see, I have plenty of proof here that that's what happened. As you can see, Fox 9 exclusive. Let's take a look at this. Katie Donahue, file photo. That's Katie Lynn Donahue. File photo. Child rapist set free. Fox 9 exclusive. There's a photo of her proving that she was splashed with acid while she wears her Supreme Leader Snoke outfit. And then here's a photo. I don't know what this house is, but this is somebody's house, I guess. I don't know how that's related. But anyway, a child rapist set free. She raped babies to death to the point where parents felt like they needed to get retribution on her. So she starts saying, I'm a pedophile. Turns out she's a pedophile. Then Harlan joins in on that. By the way, she's starting this Legion of Goon. She's contacting Harlan. She's contacting Mr. Burgers. She's contacting Michael Wright, the Australian badass. She's getting all the guys I've ever made fun of on my show together and making a Legion of Goon. It's horrific. And I'm not going to let this stand. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a very special guest for you here tonight. This is actually... I'm very excited for this. This is incredible. I you guys know I bust pedophiles. I would never be a pedophile. I like to bust the pedos. I can't stand them. I had one come to my house and try to kill me. Robert Robinson, I got him put behind bars. I got a guy who was driving around in an ice cream truck trying to pick up kids to fuck. I got him in trouble with his job, with his family, with everybody. I got him off the streets for a while. Pedophiles are a thing that I cannot stand. I mean, I'm no hero by saying that. We're all the same when it comes to that. But I really, truly do something about it. Well, if I'm going to take down a legion of goon pedophiles, I'm going to need the best help I can get for this. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Pod Awful, Chris Hansen of To Catch a Predator. Yes, this is real.
Hello, Harlan. Hi, Katie. Been going through some transcripts. Gonna need you to have a seat right over there. That's right over there. I'm well aware of your crimes. I'm Chris Hansen for the Pod Awful cult, and you're in big trouble. Come get it, boys.
He enjoyed saying that, come get 'em, boys. Fucking slam dunked. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Fuck yes. The chat room is losing it right now. Dude, that's got to be in the intro now. Yes. How much did he enjoy saying, come get 'em, boys? So he's got his own catchphrases in there. Why don't you have a seat over here? We read the transcripts, but he also said the crimes. And then he says the come get 'em, boys. And you can tell, look at that look on his face. He's thinking, I might start saying come get 'em, boys. Let me play that one more time.
Hello, Harlan. Hi, Katie. Been going through some transcripts. Gonna need you to have a seat right over there. That's right over there. I'm well aware of your crimes. I'm Chris Hansen for the Pod Awful cult, and you're in big trouble. Come get it, boys.
I mean, Jesus Christ. I love the internet. I love the world we live in. And Katie Lynn Donahue and Harlan Absher, couple of pedo guys, you might want to watch out because I got Chris Hansen on my side. You got a legion of goon. I got some super friends behind me, okay? We'll see who wins on this one. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. Merry Christmas to one and all. I really appreciate you tuning in for this one. This coming Wednesday is Christmas, and we will still have a show in the Pizza Fund on Wednesday night, 8 p.m., just like usual. podawful.pizza if you'd like to see that premium episode. And, of course, you can check it out later. If you can't watch it live, the archives are posted immediately over in the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza. Many levels to choose from, starting at $1. Support that show. We get amazing things done here. No other show on the internet. No other show on the fucking internet does this kind of stuff. I mean, come on. It's amazing. So help me out, podawful.pizza. Enjoy your Christmas. I'll see you then. And until next time, have an awful day.
Head over to podawful.com/iTunes and subscribe to us on iTunes. We're live every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern at podawful.tv. Love the show? Keep it going by donating to the Pizza Fund. podawful.com/support. And anything else you need is at podawful.com.